Hello, we are going to make sure that you can get a third-person camera into Beat Saber using a program called LIV. Don't worry about anything. It's real simple, real easy, real awesome, real sexy, and just simply amazing to do. First off, make sure that you have Beat Saber and make sure that you had it started up at some point. Then you need to make sure that you go and look up LIV. L-I-V. It should be the first one, and it should be easy. Now, just look up on Google if you need to. Go to the website. I don't really care what you do. It'll be amazing. Just find it. And then you also need Beatsaber.com website, whatever. Start up LIV. You will have a little screen pop up, welcome to LIV, and then make sure your VR is running. Never use the streamer kit, it's kind of shit. And then also enable closed Streamlabs with app, whatever, when you close it. It'll shut it down. It's dumb. Make sure you install the Steam VR driver. You'll never use any of these top things. Don't worry about that. It's fine. It's whatever. You can look through them if you want to, but they're bullshit. Now, launch the compositor. So, the compositor launches and it starts your whole thing. It gives you this. You won't have an avatar yet, but it will be there whenever you finally get all this options done. Go to the website to download avatars. You can put in Beat Saber avatars. It'll bring up the website. Download whatever avatars you want. Download it. Show it in the folder. And then you're going to be dragging that file over to that area. Correct? That's what you're going to do. Just drag and drop it on there and it's going to work. Don't worry about anything. It's going to be fine. You'll see it in game once we get in there. If you have a custom avatar with a file custom thing, don't worry about it. You can use it as long as you have the correct format. It's whatever. I'm just going to drag this new one in here. It's fine. It's done. So you have capture, auto, and manual, whatever. You have Beat Saber. You can get Beat Saber. They added in Phasmophobia, whatever. Some other things can work. They're working on more enabling and possibly supported. So then you want target resolution to be the target resolution that you capture in OBS. I recommend 1920 by 1080, or you can go to 720p, whatever your canvas size is. Make sure that it's the correct thing. So it is important to do all this, because it's very important. Don't worry about a thing if you have lower resolution. It's all done. Go to the camera. Don't change shit here. Viewfinder, nothing's going to change here. Output, you want to make sure it's the same way. 1080p, 60, make sure that it's the same fucking thing, whatever. And all that thing. Make sure it shows up on the correct monitor, otherwise it will be completely scuffed as fucked. So just make sure everything is correct. That's all we're doing here. Make sure it's all right. And if you have a second monitor that you want to have it on, you can go ahead and do that. I have two. It's all good. Don't worry about anything. It's all fine. So it's for this little capture. Don't worry about anything. Whatever. And yeah. So anyway, we're going to be getting into it. And we're going to be showing you the rest of the setup. The rest of the setup is a little bit bullshit. You kind of have to take it into whatever. Sync and launch it. It's going to start up your Beat Saber. It's going to start up whatever else it needs to start up. And then you're going to see it all starting up here. I have a little chat core thing app, so don't worry about this. Google Chrome pops up every time you have chat core, which is a mod for Beat Saber, which allows you to enable chat in game, and along with also modding to where you can have your people request songs and other such things. Don't worry about it too much. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Everything's running. Everything's here. Live app is up and running. So this is going on as well. This is your thing. And your live default camera is amazing as well for OBS. This is whatever. And this is your camera. This is for the live default. So this won't show the game inside of the camera. You can enable this. You can set your settings however you would feel like. You don't need to do any of this. It's whatever. You don't really need this. This is a secondary camera anyway, so don't worry about it too fucking much. And you can have all these other default stuff. And this is how you can set up to where you can have your own body inside the game for that mixed reality stuff, which is fantastic. If you want to learn how to do that, I will make a tutorial. I don't really have a tutorial for it, but I can try. So now we're going to hop into VR to continue off the rest of the settings. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to make a new little scene, make it to where I have my HMD. I got to get my Oculus mirror and running, which is fun. I need to do that. Otherwise, I don't have anything. Don't worry about it too much. I mean, it's all good. And all this other shit, I mean, it's fine. I have to have this running so that way you guys can see what's actually happening inside the game whenever I'm going through all this. It shows everything that I'm doing. And if you're using Steam VR, you also have that option to use the Steam VR version as well. I'm adding in the capture right here. And this one's already a default one, so don't worry about it too much. And as you see, I got it working. I just used my finger on the sensor bar, and I can see that it's working in OBS. Now I'm swapping over. And you're going to see everything that's going to happen in game here in a second as I go through. So here we are, shitty tutorial continuing on in this little section. Headsets on, everything's inside. We're inside Beat Saber. I have OVR Toolkit. OVR Toolkit's very amazing. Use it for every game that you ever use when you're doing streaming on Beat Saber or recording. It comes in so much handy. That's my OBS up there. As you can see, there's lag. Look down at live, enable it. There's going to be a little thing for it. Spins up, it brings it up. There's that camera. That's the default live camera, and it's a little selfie camera. First thing you need to do, go into avatar, choose whatever avatar you want to choose. When you're not having an avatar set yet, don't worry about it. You're not going to see an avatar, so just choose anything. We got all these ones. I don't understand why I've got all these avatars. Don't worry about it too much. But you can choose whatever avatars you want, and they load up basically instantly. Now, they look like shit whenever you first start. The calibration is terrible. It's awful. Just go to Calibrate T-Pose to get everything set up correctly, and you shall have it completely correct. So, here we go. Stand in T-Pose, and you will be able to calibrate it. Use the trigger button, not the grip button. And then, bam, you got it. Save calibration. It tells you your arm span, your height, everything. You're done. Now you can do visibility. Make sure the body, legs, and head, unless you don't want your head, unless you don't want your body. I don't really care what you choose, but now you have tracking. Tracking is amazing. You have chest, elbow, fingers, waist, knees, waist, everything. You have everything. So if you have all these tracking equipment, you can use it all. And it keeps your track very well, so use it if you must. Anyway, if you have lip sync will work. It's cool as shit, right? Cool. Also, by the way, your T-pose positioning will stay. regardless of whatever avatar you have. So now we're on to actually getting cameras set up, right? So go to camera 1. So here we go. You're in camera 1 correctly. Choose selfie. That's not selfie. Live, the default one is not the selfie one. Selfie. Selfie cam can follow you or it can be static. Here we have enabled static. And then it just points at you. It points at you, clearly, right? That's how a selfie camera works. But when you do static, you choose how it actually looks, where it looks to. So when you're down below, when you first start, it's everything is at your feet. You just grab it from the center. Trigger is grab. It's not grip like normal games. It is trigger. This outside one is for changing the distance. You need to change your distance, correct? You can move everything around at your will. It's fine, right? Now, you're wondering how I got this stuff to work, right? Now, you hit enable in viewfinder. You can use camera, which puts it at the camera instead, or you put it on HUD. So that way everything looks where it's going to be looking at, and that is completely fine. So when you have it on HUD, it's going to be on your HUD everywhere, no matter where you look. This is really great if you're not going to be having an HMD view on your stream, so that way you can see where you're at in stream at all times without having OBS open and without delay. So this little thing that I'm grabbing now moves your camera around, and you can see that in the little HUD. It points the camera wherever you want to go. This changes the distance for the outer ring. Inner ring moves it. Same thing over here. We already went over that. You can change it however you want. Of course, you can just move it more. It doesn't really matter. Fine tune it. This changes your field of view. So you want bigger, smaller. It doesn't matter. I don't care. So everything is in here, correct? Camera 2 is your live default thing. This will always point at you, basically. You can also do another secondary stationary camera if you want with the same thing of static. And you don't see it in your viewfinder, which is fine, but you can see it doing its thing right now in real time, which is beautiful. So I prefer it here because look at this. I'm able to look at chat right at camera whenever I read something on chat. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Right. You, boom. Cool as fuck. Static cameras, all this stuff is here. It's all great. It's fantastic. Now, disable the viewfinder, point it down there, and everything's good. Now, we're going to have to set it up in OBS, correct? And I will find you in OBS, correct? So, I have this one set up already in Beat Saber OBS. This is that one, correct? As you can see, I've got the third person behind me. I've got the third person camera selfie in the bottom right. I got the HMD on the bottom right. It's all good. It's beautiful, sexy, cute, right? It's amazing. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a fucking amazing. It's cute and it's amazing. I don't fucking know. Just do it. Just do it, my dudes. So we're here in OBS. I'm going to show you how to get this set up, correct? So we're going to go game capture. We're going to go to Beat Saber thing here. Bam. You see the third person camera currently. It's amazing, right? It looks amazing. You can set it up however size you want. You can move it around, whatever you want. It's amazing. I fucking love it. It's awesome. Transform it, set it to the full screen because you want it to fit your whole entire canvas. You don't want it to be wherever. You can move it anywhere. It's fine. It's whatever. You go to properties, specific window, and then live game capture output, whatever that one is. I can't read as fast as I'm doing that. And now we're going to choose and go into other game capture. We're going to go down and I'm going to show you what not to do because I'm an idiot and I choose the wrong one here because I am amazing. This is first person camera because this is not third. I am a dumb. Please end my existence. All right, cool. I love you. Anyway, and here we go. Add existing selfie cam. I was a smart person. I named it correctly. I forgot what the hell I named it. I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. So then you get this. Now you have, bam, amazing, sexy, third person. This one is weird. This one's named weird. I don't understand the naming. Just copy the same naming. I don't give a fuck. Now you got to do allow transparency in order to get it to where it's there. Also, if you're a VTuber and you've got trackers on your elbows or whatever, you can do this for VTubing as well if you don't want another app. It's whatever. You move it anywhere. You can do anything. I don't put it anywhere you want. It doesn't matter. And that's it. That's it for everything today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. Amazing, sexy selves. Love you. Goodbye and have fun.